So there's times when you should not have trusted your gut. Let's say you call your ex. Let's say you eat a whole pizza right before going to bed. Let's say you skip the gas station even though your tank was on E. Or if you're me, you will lay there and use your cell phone until it turns off in your hands because your gut tells you to keep scrolling. Let me tell you, probiotics can't help with most of your gut decisions, but if your gut needs a little support, Ritual has your back. They made a 3-in-1 supplement with clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotic to support a balanced gut microbiome. Did you know daily disturbances like poor diets, stress, travel, medications, like so many things can throw off your little gut microbiome. And let me tell you, it is one of those things that you take for granted until something does not feel right. And then suddenly you're like, oh my gosh. And by the way, like, in case you don't know, postbiotics provide fuel to the cells that make up the gut lining to support a healthy gut barrier. No shame in your gut game. Symbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to celebrate, not hide, your insides. Get 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/bald. Start Ritual or add Symbiotic Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/bald for 25% off. This is really a gag. We never have two people in drag on the pod.
And also not two people of color on the pod at the same time.
Welcome to Sibling Rivalry. What was it? I hate to bring up a sore subject.
Oh, God. What was it?
Remember the fierce typo at DragCon?
Oh, my God. DragCon UK 2020. That was the omen to 2020. We should have known that the year was going to be fucked up.
It was Sibling
Riverly.
Riverly.
So we sat in front of that fucking banner after thousands of people taking pictures. And on the last day, Bob and I are in the Uber driving to London Heathrow Airport.
You didn't notice for days?
No. Girl, we noticed DragCon was over, and we're in the car driving to the airport, and it was a thing on Twitter, Sibling Riverly. And I was like, girl, what are they talking about? And we're looking at it together in the car like this, and we literally, it felt like a movie. We were like, girl, Sibling Riverly for the whole DragCon weekend.
It's kind of a slay, though. Because I wouldn't have noticed if people wouldn't have started saying it.
Yeah, me either, girl. Sibling
By the way,
Riverly.
leave it to some snot-nosed fucking Drag Race fan to be like, well, actually, it was misspelled.
You know what I mean? Don't you have something
What if
better to
that's
fucking
my
do?
art, bitch?
To misspell the name of my podcast.
Yeah, bitch. You don't know about my art. Well, these are the same fucking people who would be like, they watch Drag Race and they're like, here's what I would have done. You know what you would have done? Nothing.
And cried.
Because you can't dance, sew, sing, act, and you can't even stand up straight, bitch. You would have done nothing. You would have done fucking nothing.
Oh
you would walk to the workroom and start crying and piss your pants, girl. You would have pulled out your tampon and laid down. That's all that would have happened. That's all that would have happened. That's all that would have happened.
You know what, Trixie? I agree.
Thank you. And that's the whole pod. You guys, we have money exchange here today. Can we get in the studio?
Oh, the pod started already.
Yeah,
I thought we were just shooting the shit. Got
girl,
it.
I just feel, oh God, I'm stuck with Katya, and it just feels so liberating to have a real woman of energy, a woman of dignity.
Thank you. Also, I'm in a shade. I kind of matched because I'm in a shade of pink, right? Burgundy's a shade of pink, kind of.
Well, we both have a top knot on.
Yeah.
We look like, you know what it is? It
What?
gives Bring It On.
Ooh, well, it's already
You're
been
the
brought.
Clovers, and I'm the Rancho
Carne
Carne Toros.
Toros, yeah.
Yes. Like
Did you ever watch Bring It On 2?
with Hayden Panettiere?
I didn't see it. I've only seen
didn't.
Bring It On 1.
I saw an interview with what's her fucking name?
Kirsten Dunst?
Kirsten Dunst.
Uh-huh.
And she gave an interview that came out today that was like, people are always saying you should do a sequel to Bring It On. And she's like, why? Why do you need to see me do it, Bring It On again?
At like 35. No, she's not 35 now. She must be like 55. Well, so what? That sounds aggressive. 450?
Next, you're gonna call her what? Old, wrinkly, nasty, dried up.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that in a negative way. But what is Kirsten Dunst going to give us and Bring It On to now? Unless she's playing like a mom or something. Like we don't want to see that. No,
Unless
shade.
she's like, maybe she's like the mom of a cheerleader who now
She's
is
the principal.
the principal. I just feel like this is a culture obsessed with reboots.
Yeah.
And sometimes things can just be good.
Yeah.
Because a teenager now could watch Bring It On and still live.
Yeah,
it's not
still
like it needs to be
fierce.
updated.
It's still really good. But also, I mean, no shade. Would you put Gabrielle Union and Kirsten Dunst side by side? No shade. Gabrielle Union still look like she is in high school. I haven't seen Kirsten Dunst
She
recently,
could
so I don't know.
literally do Bring It On again as a teenager.
Oh, 1,000%.
Gabrielle reunion. Gabrielle high school reunion. I think of these celebrities who have not aged a bit, and they probably show up to, like, do you think Gabrielle Union goes to like her 20-year high school reunion?
And everyone's crinkled, and she's like, "So I'm still 15."
What a flex, though, girl, to show up. Like I've never been to my high school. I've had one, the 10-year one already, and I didn't go, and I really regret not going. But I also
Why
didn't
didn't you
go.
go?
I don't know. I feel like I was really busy with Drag Race stuff, and I just didn't have the time. And I was like, I don't need to go to that, but I should have went. Like,
You should have went.
Yeah.
Mine was scheduled the summer I did All Stars 3, and I had responded. Online, you had to pay a $10 fee so that you get a free hot dog when you go or whatever. Girl, ours was supposed to be at a baseball diamond at a small town, and it was a
fucking
cookout.
kidding me?
My graduating class was 30. How much money do you think we got, bitch?
Oh my God.
So
really? 30 people were in your graduating class?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not much better. I was 70. I was like 80 or 100, but also like a small performing arts school in New York. So
That's still a small number.
Yeah, it
Compared to
is.
most people say hundreds.
Thousands. Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah.
I remember going to see my cousin graduate from high school in Milwaukee and seeing
You went to the big city.
groups of teenagers walk across the stage at once.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even individually it was like
Yeah.
a cattle call, like, all right, the alphabet, P, everyone with a P.
I have a question because this is a very black thing to do at a graduation, right? Where like they call your name, like, give it up for Trixie Mattel. Your family's like, yeah, Trixie, yeah.
Yeah.
Did that happen at your school or no?
Well, my family, yeah, but my family's black. They're not. My family my family's such half indigenous, half white trash that they were probably barely there. They were like, they're like,
yeah.
education, when has that helped anyone? No, they were there. They were there. In a small town, they stretch out a graduation.
Oh, God.
Because there's only 30 of us. So they make us walk 2 at a time. And you walk like
2 people at a time?
Pause, step,
Oh,
pause.
no.
They drag it out because there's not enough
There's
kids to
not-
make it an event. They
Yeah.
can hand us all of our fucking diplomas in 30 seconds. Like they should do that fucking, remember that scene in The Grinch where he's like, junk mail, jury duty,
Yes,
pink slip.
yes,
That's
yes.
how they should give graduation fucking diplomas.
I just got a jury duty summons and I don't know what
I
to
did
fucking
too.
do.
I fucking did too. When is yours?
Mine is May 6th.
Mine is literally next Monday.
Damn. Are you going to go?
Of course, it's my civic duty. Are you going to break the law and dip?
No, I'm going to go as well. I'm actually very excited to go.
Well, now that you said it on the podcast, now you have to fucking go. You could have said nothing, but not, I'm not excited to go, but did you do the orientation?
No,
You have to watch an orientation YouTube video, and this woman comes on. It's like, "Welcome to the Los Angeles." And they say she describes it as doing jury duty is part of your civic duty, and it's an exciting opportunity to observe the justice system in action. I said, "Bitch, where?" I can already smell the shitty box lunch. I can already smell. Girl.
Well, here's the thing, because I know back when I was a civilian in Gen Pop, when I had jury duty back in the
Gen Pop,
day.
is that what you call not famous?
Yeah. The general population.
That's very Orange is the New Black, bitch.
So back then I got like a thing for my job and they excused me, but now I'm like, I am my job. So what, do I write a letter on behalf of me saying Monet, Kevin Burton is excused from, let me say my government.
Girl, I literally was doing a YouTube video earlier and I said you were coming over. I said, well, I got to get ready and look good because I know Kevin will say something. Come on, Kevin. You know what I was talking about the other day? I did Good Children podcast. You know Good Children?
No.
Those 2 F words who are like from New Jersey, New York area.
No.
2 gay guys.
Okay.
And they were
F-words,
talking,
got it.
they're from New York.
Uh-huh.
And I said, you know what's so crazy? I said, when I first met Monet, she had a car.
I did.
Having a car in New York. Let's talk about it.
Well, I went to school in Jersey, and then so when I learned to drive in Jersey, and then when I graduated, I brought my car back home, and I was like, I liked having a car in New York. It was fierce. I used to pick up girls from the airport. I picked up Trixie, Kim from the airport multiple times back before I was when I was still part of Gen Pop. I wasn't on TV yet.
So what are we now, though? If we're not Gen Pop, are we?
We're solitary confinement.
We are, aren't we? Death Row.
Yeah. Well, no. Death Row is like Beyonce. Beyonce cannot ever have a normal human experience ever.
No.
Like she can never go anywhere and not be recognized. So she's on death row.
Girl, she can't do nothing.
Anything.
I can't even tell you.
I always said if I was to break up with someone, I have broke up with someone since I have been on TV and been gamous, but like. And my inclination before it actually happened was, when we break up, I'm going to go and let the world know and let people drag him. But now I feel like that's such an immature thing until I'm in that situation again. Or like, I hope I'm not. But if
I don't think you will because I don't think anybody will date you to begin with. So I think you're good.
You're right.
Well, no, I don't think that's good either. I think, unfortunately, like the most dignity you can get with a breakup is to have that kind of be between you and the other person.
Yeah, honesty, right? Like in my mind, in like bad bitch me, the bad bitch in my mind that I am, which I am not, by the way. I'm like a sufferer in silence. I'm a people pleaser. I'm like all those things. But in my mind, I'm not that girl. I'm like, I'm that girl. But in my mind, I'm not that girl.
You are on Twitter sometimes.
No, not really. No.
Compared to some of the other girls, no.
Yeah, some of the other girls are wild.
These new Drag Race girls, I love that I feel like for years the Drag Race girls were like, no, I want the fans to like me.
Yeah.
These new girls are like, I'm gonna fucking fight a fan today.
Set the house on fire.
I'm gonna fight a fan on Twitter today.
Oh yeah, I love like Q. Like they like ran off Twitter though.
Q, Lux,
I like
Shay
Lux.
sometimes.
Yeah,
I
Mistresses
love when
Will
girls are
Brooks.
like, no, Trinity.
Trinity.
Trinity
oh.
has time
She
to fight
does.
people on fucking Twitter. Trinity will like go through their news feed, screenshot shit. T.S. Madison.
Oh, did you see what she said to the Drag Race fans the other day? Oh, it was
Did
delicious.
I see it? Am I a
It was
Nikki fan?
delicious.
Like, did I see it?
Delicious.
She's the best. She posted videos of her new house renovated, and somebody was like, I guess you can't buy style. You better believe she went through their Twitter, screenshotted pictures of their house. She reposted pictures of their Christmas tree and said, I know you're not the one talking about my fucking house. She is the best.
Are you a pink Christmas treeer?
We have both. We have normal and pink. Do you like pink trees?
Ooh.
Do you like pink trees?
I don't like decorating or anything, period.
You
like,
don't?
My boyfriend now is really into that stuff. So like I go along with it.
Do people know
I'm
about your
into it.
boyfriend?
I mean, yeah, I talk about it on my podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. Why? Do you know something I don't know?
No, we have him here tonight. No, I'm just kidding. He's here. No, I didn't really talk about David for the first maybe. I mean, I didn't show pictures of him or anything until Trixie Motel. Really?
Really?
Yeah, because I was pretty private
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. And y'all been together for how long now?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
You wish one more year you're common law.
That's living together though.
You-
You have to live together, then it's common law.
Oh,
and we
really?
just moved in together last year.
Nice. I moved in together at 8 months.
I know. I have problems. I have problems
No,
getting
you're not.
close
No,
to
that's
people.
normal. I
You
was on
think
the fast
6
track.
years without moving
6
in is
years is a
normal?
little wild.
Can you look in the camera and say that? Sorry.
6 years is a little wild. But I think I was too fast though.
8 months is crazy.
It is crazy.
Are you 20 years old? Is this your first boyfriend?
You know, a lot of the fans think that I'm Gen Z, and I want to show that I'm not a Gen Z girly, but the people think I'm Gen Z.
Are the people who think you're Gen Z in the room with us now, bitch? No, I will say you have a Gen Z sensibility because your style's so like current.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you have a great sense of humor. The kids love you.
Well, I'm dressed today like I'm a 90s black comedian. Like I'm about to do the Queens of Comedy.
Entirely.
Oh, for sure,
The
yeah.
hair kind of gives, it's like a little bit pop star, but the outfit is very unapologetically 90s comic.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Like I'm like me and some more could be on the same like stage. You know
And
what
the
I
little
mean?
hoop, it's very Queens of Comedy. The little hoop too. The little hoop also, you know what the little hoop gives?
What?
It gives like Lauryn Hill Sister Act.
Ooh,
Like little
yes,
90s earrings.
yes!
Do people tell you look like fucking Cheryl Lee Ralph all the time?
I hear that a lot. I do not see it. And I love Cheryl Lee Ralph, okay?
But people do say it.
all the time.
Okay, because I see
All
it.
the time. I get her. I used to get Jennifer Hudson a lot before, and I don't get it anymore. Now it's Cheryl Lee Ralph, which I don't know. Do I look more like Cheryl Lee Ralph, or is she just more part because of Abbott Elementary? Like the kids know her now. I get her all the time.
Well, she goes to more award shows now, and she gets in high glam. And I do think when she gets in high glam, she obviously looks more like a drag queen.
Oh
than-
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But listen, if you're gonna get compared to somebody,
But also
Take Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Her at award shows, it's so camp. And like when she won that award and she goes and says, I am an endangered species.
it's fierce.
It's like, Cheryl, what?
Go off, bitch.
I love it.
I love crazy. I love it. I
Of course,
nothing.
girl, your co-host. Of course you do. You obsessed
I know.
with
I work
crazy.
with her. I'll tour with Tammy Brown. Like I only collect the craziest among us, and I'm like, come on, because I'm trying to look normal.
Yeah.
So there's times when you should not have trusted your gut. Let's say you call your ex. Let's say you eat a whole pizza right before going to bed. Let's say you skip the gas station even though your tank was on E. Or if you're me, you will lay there and use your cell phone until it turns off in your hands because your gut tells you to keep scrolling. Let me tell you, probiotics can't help with most of your gut decisions, but if your gut needs a little support, Ritual has your back. They made a 3-in-1 supplement with clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotic to support a balanced gut microbiome. Did you know daily disturbances like poor diets, stress, travel, medications, like so many things can throw off your little gut microbiome. And let me tell you, it is one of those things that you take for granted until something does not feel right. And then suddenly you're like, oh my gosh. I take my probiotic every morning. For me, I'm a breakfast person, so I'm always having breakfast no matter what. And I like to have my little green juice, my little orange juice, my little black tea. If I have a day off, I'll make eggs and toast. And then I'll have literally my prebiotic, my probiotic right with my breakfast. It makes me feel like I'm a very put together old person because I have like breakfast with pills. I love the daily protein because I'm a vegetarian, y'all. So I'm not exactly tearing into a chicken breast the way most of you might. So anything for me to help balance out some obvious like holes in my diet is very important to me. Another little thing I love about it is industry-leading sustainability standards. Ritual uses scientific tools to select lower carbon packaging, prioritize sustainably sourced ingredients, and set ambitious climate goals. And it's also a female-founded B Corp, meaning they're holding themselves accountable to not just their company's financial health, but also of the people's health and the health of the planet. And by the way, like, in case you don't know, postbiotics provide fuel to the cells that make up the gut lining to support a healthy gut barrier. Oh my gosh. I have been in situations where I have abused myself and the lining of my stomach gets irritated. I do not recommend it. And it's great because Ritual multivitamins are vegan and gluten-free, which for me is exactly what I need. No shame in your gut game. Symbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to celebrate, not hide, your insides. Get 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/bald. Start Ritual or add Symbiotic Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/bald for 25% off.
Are you the crazy one between you and Bob?
Now you know the answer to that question, Trixie. Bob is an unhinged person.
Bob is crazy.
He is really crazy.
He is.
And like Bob is like bouncing all over the place. Again, but such a brilliant mind. And he's literally one of the funniest, smartest people I know. But
Amazing.
Crazy
Crazy.
person. Yeah.
Crazy.
We've aligned ourselves with crazy people for our careers. And I think there are benefits and there are also demerits for that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Katya's fucking crazy. I mean, she's certified crazy.
Yeah.
But she also is like, maybe experiences Bob. With Katya, I do kind of always know exactly what I'm getting.
Oh yeah, for sure. With Bob as well.
And Katya's like, she just is like rubber to the road. She's just herself. She'll say if something bothers her. She'll exclaim if she loves something. I just always know exactly where she is.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't care about like, I don't know, fake gratitude or like celebrity.
Yeah.
She just is.
Yeah.
Bob's kind of like that too.
Yeah, Bob is like that. You always know what you're going to get. He's the same every time, which I can appreciate. And I can admit that sometimes I don't always show up as my best self. And, you know, he works with that. And I appreciate that.
Who's the complainer? You?
Bob is. I must in my life, just not in podcasts, I must suffer in silencer. Like I will like suffer something that is unsatisfactory and just deal with it or fix it myself instead of complain about it. And Bob will be like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
How are you?
It's so funny because you would think between Katya and I, you would think that I'm the diva. Mama.
Really?
I wouldn't say she's the diva. That makes it sound bad, but like the reason we have nice hotels is because of her. The reason we will get really nice food is because of her.
That's me too.
Katya will speak up for things when they're not right. And she has a way of like speaking up for the both of us. Because she's the one where I'll be like, if you say this, they'll do it. Our manager, who's
a person.
P. Diddy, he love all that girl.
Oh,
can I just say, just be gay. Just be gay.
Well, here's the thing with, again, with all these alleged acts that have happened, like if they are, like I really don't understand this thing of this like this DL closet thing. Like you said, just fucking be gay. Just tell people you fuck someone in the butt a little bit. That you
just be gay.
You got some head from a dude a little bit. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares that much?
I don't fuck with obviously like coercion, power.
Right.
I don't fuck with any of that.
Right.
Just be gay though.
I'm talking about the fact that maybe him and Stevie J, like he tops Stevie J, bitch, that is hot. And the apparently there's all these tapes. I don't even need to see the visual. Just give me the audio, girl. That is enough spank back material for me to enjoy myself for a solid 2 months.
Audio Dipsy. That's your like a female ejaculation audio book. You know that shit with that female-centered sexy audio app where it's like sexy stories.
Oh, we did an ad for them before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to make Dipsy, Dipsy, but for drag queens who want to hear about closeted rappers.
Well, bitch, DL men were my thing for years. Like before.
I believe it.
Oh, girl, from like 14 until I was like 28. I was with DL men only.
Right.
Like DL dudes.
What did you like about it?
I just thought they were like hot, and I
Were you
don't
in drag
know.
a lot?
It's sometimes in drag, sometimes out, and that is a lot of times what happened because we used to work at Hardware Bar on 10th Avenue, 48th Street in New York, and there was Fairy Tale Lounge around the corner, which was a T-girl bar.
Right.
So a lot of times you would get the overflow from dudes that couldn't find success there. So
Not the overflow.
they would come
Not
around.
truly the second string.
I didn't care.
I didn't have luck at the T-girl bar. What is it?
Fairy Tale Lounge.
Fairy Tale Lounge. So I'm going to saunter around down to industry. What the fuck you just
Hardware.
said? Hardware.
Literally
And
hardware.
go talk to Miss Money Exchange in her goddamn bus driver wig and say, what's up, girl?
And you know me, so I would do my show Saturday, and I would do my one-woman show myself for 2 hours. You've seen me after a sweaty
Yes.
show. A sweaty, disgusting, molten drag queen, right?
It looks like, when cookies just start to bake in the oven and on the surface they look wet. Do you know what I mean? Where the whole surface looks glazed and then when it's done cooking, it looks right. But for that moment, girl, you were giving easy bake oven.
That is the most accurate description
Because
of
those
me.
New York bars too, 500 degrees.
And the walls are wet because there's so much condensation. It's so wet inside.
They give you a drink, and by the time you get to your table, the ice is melted.
It's melted.
You said, okay,
yes,
great.
100%. So after my gigs like that, they would come over and I would, finish my show. I would, mingle in the bar because you got to do it so you get your paycheck until you get your paycheck. And that would get one's eye. And almost every Saturday. And then, I'm in drag. So I get in my car, we would drive it to my house together. And then now I am on my knees sucking this guy's dick, right? Because I'm not bottoming. Because then I have to, if I'm going to bottom, I'm gonna have to go in the shower, take off all my drag, douche. Like I'm not leaving you alone in my place for that amount of time. Absolutely not. So this one particular time, I'm like on my knees, blowing this guy, like going in on the dick, right? But if y'all don't know, under this wig, I'm a balding man. I'm not bald. I'm balding. Like Fred Sanford, you know what I mean? So
Pangea. It's the continents kind of shaped out on the head. Like they haven't broken apart yet, but it's coming.
And I didn't shave my head that day, but I had this long bang piece wig on, and I'm sucking the dick, and my apartment is hot. It is sweaty. I am dripping. I am just water everywhere, and I feel the wig sliding. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't want to do this live because I am in the zone. I am going ham. The ejaculation is around the corner. If I just stay steadfast and work hard at this, it's going to happen.
You trained for this.
Girl, I trained for this. So I'm working and I am sweating. and I feel the wig slipping down. And the wig slips off. And there's a balding man sucking this man's dick. And I just look up at him and he just goes, keep going. And then, so I just continue. My wig is on the floor. Just a wet, sweaty mess. And he finally comes and then he goes home. And that would be my routine.
And that's how you met Bob. That's so beautiful. Oh, God. So the DL men, I mean, I don't want to tell my business. I would never do that. But I've been with, I would say, as many straight guys as gay guys.
Really?
And it is more transactional, and they do know exactly what they want.
Yes.
And they come in so repressed, they're like shaking with a cement heart on. They're like ready to come.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sometimes before you can barely touch a dick and they are, yes.
And in some ways, I know this is like, I'm not a trans woman, so I don't have the same experience, but like for gay guys to a straight guy, in some ways, I'm like, they're more respectful to me than gay guys are.
Do
you know what I mean?
Yes, I agree with that 1,000%. There's something about that situation, but I think that that is a lot of my own internalized shit. And on my new album I have coming, I have my first R&B full album coming out, Trixelin.
Congratulations!
Thank you. The first single, Body, is out now.
Wow.
And it's about downloading different bodies. Because I mean, what would you say your if you had to guess your number? What would you say your number is?
My phone number? My social security number. Oh, my Tempur-Pedic number. No, what are you talking
The
about?
amount of bodies that you've had. Like if you had to take a wild
Am I a Nicki
guess,
fan? The
how many bodies have you had?
limit does not exist.
Really?
Girl, 3.14159, like the pie.
Oh, come on, pie.
I don't know. I mean, I at least 100. Is that horrible? Is that horrible?
100?
Is that a lot?
Girl, I am easily close to 4 digits
Oh, okay.
over
Well-
my lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, especially, God, I mean, a lot. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish there was like a 23andMe for that. Because I would like to know. I wish somebody had been keeping track.
Honestly, just cut me in half and just count the rings. I feel like we'll know like exactly how many I've had, you know? No, okay, maybe I'm being a little exaggerated. I'm probably close to 500, I would say. Like, honestly.
Pounds. Let's take another break. Hold on. I need to fix my wig. It's pulling my hair out. Hold, please. Oh, God, I'm back. Sorry.
I want a wig cap before.
Girl, I just started because I'm trying to protect my bald head. Sometimes these big stacked wigs, like the pins and shit, do not agree with me.
Well, do you know this? I've seen this thing about, have you seen this? And because I got my whole body lasered from like my neck down.
You did?
Yeah. Full body laser.
How long? How many sessions is that?
I've done probably about 12 sessions overall. And now
Shut
I just go back for like once or twice a year for maintenance.
Shut up. So you don't grow body hair?
No.
I don't grow body hair naturally.
Work. Jealous.
Literally, I don't even shave my arms. This is it.
Bitch, your arm is hairy. What are you talking about?
But like fine and visible. Like,
no, it's not. That is big and long.
Are you out of your fucking mind? I'm gonna kill you.
Trixie.
Fucking lying bitch. You
Bitch,
see this bitch came on
I
here.
could braid that hair.
No, bitch, I don't think you could.
I'm talented, girl. I could braid that.
Can you braid?
Yeah,
You can.
of course.
I don't know.
That was a little microaggressive.
No, I'm not assuming everyone. I'm not assuming
I
everyone
can
black
see
and braid hair,
I can
bitch.
see the clogs turning,
oh my
honey.
God.
You asked the question, but you knew the answer. That's
Well, I'm
how
only
I felt in my
asking
heart.
because I was hoping you could do a few box braid wigs for me to wear. And I think that would be okay, right? Girl, I did a project recently where they pitched hairstyles to me for something.
No, do not.
I'm not kidding. One of the styles they pitched was truly like braids tight to the head. And we had to be like, so here's why that's not a great idea. Here's why I'm not going to be indulging in that hair fantasy
I
today.
cannot. Trixie.
Girl, I mean, do they ever just come up to you and say, we think you should wear a big 60s blonde wig? Are you like, no, thank you?
No. I've never been propositioned for a big 60s blonde wig.
Okay. Not even Bunny? When you did the pod with Bunny, Ebony and Irony?
No.
What was it like doing a podcast with that person?
Girl, the podcast.
Who's crazier, Bunny or Bob?
Honestly, I don't even have an answer to that. I am kind of because starting off Ebony and Irony, it was so fun and it was amazing, and I love Bunny, and Bunny was so fun to work with. But as politics got crazier, she got crazier, and I just had to step. It just wasn't fun anymore because Bunny just gets so wild, and people started associating me with Bunny's viewpoints on politics. I'm like, no, that's her thing. Like, which is fine. She can think whatever she wants, but that's not my thoughts and opinions.
Right.
And there's this, because the podcast is still out there. There's this episode she does, because I was out of town with our producer, Jay. And it is him just screaming at her for 2 hours. It's honestly so good. Everyone should go listen to it.
What is they screaming about?
About politics, because he's really like smart, and he's really like, you know, a little more. Bunny's so far left. She's a little bit on the right side again.
Well, it's almost like libertarians where it's so far freedom that it almost comes back around. And you're like, wait, what?
And sometimes she has very valid points. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can see how that makes sense.
Right.
But then she'll like put another thing in at the end of it. You're like, okay, I was there. Then you like drove me back the other way, girl. Like what?
Yeah.
You know?
You're like, you had to keep going.
You just had to keep going.
You know, I'm sure you feel the same way, but I'm never like afraid of hearing what somebody with really different point of view has to say.
Yeah.
I'm never like, nope, shut up. I'm not listening. I'm always like, okay, this sounds crazy. Tell me more.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree. I'm the same way.
I'm not afraid of hearing people's point of view and being like, I don't agree, but thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm the same way too. Because
That's how I feel about religious people too. I'm like, I'm not fuck your religion.
Yeah.
I'll hear about it.
Are you atheist or agnostic? Like, do you think there's something out there?
I'm just like hot. Just like, are you okay? This is from fucking West Elm. All right, bitch.
Bitch, this is IKEA at best.
This is West Elm. No, I'm not anything. I'm Can I tell you something?
Tell me.
I sometimes think that the idea that we're all in some waiting room for something better is very disrespectful to the absolute gift that is being alive right now.
Like purgatory, you mean?
No, like we're all here, and then if we're good enough, something really good happens later.
Yeah.
I feel like that doesn't put enough value on the gift of literally being alive right now.
Yeah. I can see that.
Well, when all this is over, something great's going to happen. I'm like, what if this is the great thing that's happening?
Mm-hmm.
And you're just fucking sitting here thinking something better is going to happen.
Yeah, I grew up very Christian, very religious, and then when I got out on my own, like I hate organized religion. I think organized religion is literally the devil. It's fucking bullshit.
You prefer disorganized religion, a church where people are screaming and throwing shit around.
Yes, that's what I want. But I think it would be so crazy to think that I am the most powerful being on the. Like I feel like there is something out there that helped create this thing, but I don't know what it is. I just give that thing respect. I'm like, work, do your thing, but I don't think it's this crazy religion that they've literally made up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Do you have a hard time? This is kind of a deep one, but I have to ask you real questions because Katya would never talk about this shit with me.
Yeah.
She starts singing bongos.
Oh my God, you and Katya should recreate the Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B bongos video in the looks.
Oh, I'm sure we would look just as good and it would be amazing and everyone would love it. Everyone would love it. I have a new Megan Thee Stallion remix coming out because I remixed her. And I love that song. Love that song.
I love that song. I used to play my little DJ set. I love that song. And it didn't get a lot of play.
Yeah.
Like the queer community did not support it as much, and I love that record.
They're going to support the one I'm putting out. Because I think the song itself is great. The rap is great, but I think it needed like a fatter, nastier, gayer. Anyway.
I love your deep question. I don't want to get away from it.
Oh, do you have a difficult time separating the artist from the art?
I do. I really do. Like, I love Nicki Minaj. That's just a really good example. But like when like the whole thing with like her and like Megan happened and like
I didn't even think about. Sorry, I wasn't trying to lead you to that. I really was just generally asking.
Well, yeah, I have a hard time like because I fucking love Nicki Minaj. I mean, I can still listen. I guess I don't because I can still listen to her music and not like associated with all this like crazy things she's saying and doing.
Sure.
So I guess I can. But some people it's real like R. Kelly I can't. Like I fucking grew up on R. Kelly. He was at all the fucking barbecues we had and all the things we would have, but
he was there.
Yeah.
And how old were you? About 13?
13.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
But
Monet, do you guys believe the kind of humor that she's bringing onto the pod? Katya and I would never talk like this. We would never joke about this.
But I could not, like, in good faith, like, still stream his music after all the crazy shit and, like, deleterious behavior he's committed.
It's hard. I feel the same way. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I like the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, recently I was watching old Roseanne.
Ooh.
And old Roseanne in the 90s obviously was, like, so progressive. I remember being a kid and being like, a poor family?
Mm-hmm.
Plus-size mom?
Yeah.
They talk about things like having no money, gay people. I was like, this is like a progressive show. And it's odd now to experience it and like, well, can I still like what it was now that I don't agree with the lens of the creator? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I didn't grow up on Roseanne, so I don't know. I didn't watch that shit.
What did you watch when you were a kid?
Family Matters.
I watched that. Why are you saying that?
I didn't. You about to heard that. I didn't say it anyway. I said it normally.
Did you know that? Did you know that the character of Urkel was supposed to be like a guest star?
Really?
Yes.
And he took off.
And it was just like such a hit that they were like, all right, you're in the show now.
Wow.
I read that on the internet. It could be a lie.
Yeah. Girl, I'm going to say, is this a fucking Snapple fact, girl?
You're the one who prank called me earlier.
And I have to say, you were so sweet and so supportive.
Because
Trixie
that's
is
what
really a
kind of
good
friend I
person,
am,
y'all.
bitch.
She's a good person. So I did this thing for Elle where I prank call friends. And I called, I was like, yeah, girl, this is the craziest thing that has ever happened to me. I haven't even told Bob yet. I'm like calling you because I really respect you and country music. And I was like, I have to like, Beyonce is doing a Texas Hold'em remix and they want a queer lens. And they asked me to be on it. Tricia's like, Monet, shut the fuck up. That's amazing, girl. And I was like, okay, I did a little snippet of the verse. Can I sing it for you? She's like, yeah, sure. And I just sing this
Well,
thing
no,
about-
first she goes, I want, because you like country. And I said, well, you know what, girl, no one owns country and you just got to make it yours. You got this, girl.
You did.
I was like so actually almost out of character, helpful. And then this bitch started singing about her scrotum, her actual scrotum.
I forgot what I said. I was like, this ain't Texas. I got a scrotum. It's hanging down, 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 down.
I was filming my YouTube video on the call on the speakerphone. So I have video of the whole thing.
Oh yes, I
was
love
like,
that.
And I'm like, okay, did you say scrotum? And then I'm like, you know what, girl? It's a big swing to start singing about scrotum. And then I was like, you know what, girl? I have my guitar here. Why don't you come here and we'll work on it?
You did.
I thought that was so helpful. And then she goes, I'm fucking with you.
It
And
was,
I was like,
so nice. You are such a sweet lady. I was literally in the thing. I was like, it was very sweet.
well, I would never do that to you. I would never prank call anyone. I was on Crank Anchors. I did prank call a bunch of people.
Oh my God, did you?
It was so difficult. One of the
Why?
hardest jobs I've ever had.
Really?
Prank calling people is hard. But you know what, girl? You're
love
fucked
it.
up.
I am
You-
fucked up.
You know, I was thinking of you because you love Survivor.
I love Survivor.
And do you nut for the traitors?
It's so good.
You nut for it.
Oh, I love it. I live for
And
it.
you would be great at it because I think, no tea, you're a lovely person. I think you would be good at lying.
I would be.
You'd
I would
be a
great
good
at
traitor.
traitors. I would be a great traitor.
I don't think you would slip up once.
But the traders, though, I'm watching UK traders, bitch, they are going through it. They are crying. They're like, this is the hardest thing. Like, they look like they're having a horrible time doing the show.
I don't think it looks easy.
Yeah, it looks hard. It does look very hard.
Dave has been watching it and he's like, you should do it. I'm like, I don't have the constitution to on camera in front of a group of 12 straight celebrities, all straight people. Because you know, if you and I would be cast, we would be the gay person.
Oh, yeah, for
It'd
sure.
be all random straight people.
Yeah.
Most famous drag queens in the world, and then like someone who went home first on Top Chef 8 years ago, like literally. And once the heat was on me, and they'd be like, "Are you a traitor?" I'd be like, "No." Like I would not be able to handle it. I didn't even like that shit on All Stars of like the lipsticks. I
Oh,
don't
the lipstick thing.
I don't like
Yeah.
secrets. I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, again, I say that now, but again, this is like bad bitch. I'm like, I could do it. I'm a bad bitch, but I feel like in practice, I really am a softie. Like Bob would say this all the time. I really boast up like I'm a bitch kid, but when it comes to the thing, I'm very soft and pink inside. I really am.
I think Bob would be good at it because Bob, in some ways,
He would love
is a sociopath. You know what I mean?
You know
When
what
it comes
you
to
like?
entertainment, Bob would lie to a room full of people very well.
Yes.
When it comes to the game, I think Bob would be like, "Yeah, it's the game. I'll do it."
Have you ever played Secret Hitler?
I played Not So Secret Hitler. Like, what kind of question is that?
It's a game. It's a board game. And so you're either a fascist or you're a liberal. And if there are 10 people playing, there are 6 fascists. There are 6 liberals, 3 fascists, and 1 secret Hitler. The fascists know who Secret Hitler is, but Secret Hitler doesn't know who the other fascists are. And then the goal of the game is that you have to pass policies. And the liberals win when they pass 5 liberal policies. The fascists pass when they pass 6 fascist policies. It's a crazy game. I played a game night. It's wild.
And so you left Ebony and Irony because it got too political. And then you went on to play political board games.
Yeah, it's fun. It was good.
Today's Bald and Beautiful is brought to you by our friends at BetterHelp. Let's talk about getting something off your chest. And no, I'm not talking about those little chicken cutlets you use to make yourself look a little more robust in the chest. I'm talking about real stuff. We all carry around different stressors, big and small. We keep them bottled up and it can start to affect us negatively. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. You gay people, this affects you, okay? Therapy is a safe space to get things off your chest and to figure out how to work through whatever's weighing you down. I know personally I've benefited from therapy because, let me tell you, you don't even know what's going on because you haven't even begun to unravel what's going on. Like if you have any instinct inside you to check in with yourself with some talk therapy, you should follow that instinct. It's great to learn positive coping skills and setting boundaries. Oh my God, something I learned, you get so wrapped up in other people's behavior, you forget to advocate for your own self. Girl, I think everybody who knows me would agree that I'm actually too nice and almost a pushover. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's totally online, it's convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You fill out a brief questionnaire, you get matched to a licensed therapist, and you switch at any time for no additional charge. I've told you this before, but I switched to BetterHelp therapist just because of a time zone thing. I really liked the person, but I could not get up so early to do therapy. So for me, I had to switch to somebody that could do later in the day. Get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/bald today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/bald.
Would you ever run for office?
You know, I think no.
You thought about it for a second.
I
though.
did, and I immediately thought that is a
That's why
terrible
you're
idea.
a good businesswoman. You're like, you know what? if there's money and it's not too hard, it's good air conditioning, I might fuck with it. I bet you those government buildings have good air conditioning.
Oh, they do. Like they're very Brutus too. So I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be a horrible politician. The fucking dirt they will dig up on me, like and me and like some. There's this video Peppermint was talking about on our podcast. We had her as a guest like a few months ago. There's a video of her. From back in the day at the old Pyramid nightclub in New York City, there is a security video of her doing less than being a girl.
Not Miss America.
Yeah, exactly. Not Miss America behavior. And she was like, girl, if that's the first about me, like it would be crazy. Like it would be a rap. So like I'm sure there's a video. There's a video of me doing something somewhere that would surface if I did public politics.
It also depends who you run with. Like if you haven't sucked cock at a bar, I don't even trust you.
I never sucked cock at a bar.
You take them home.
Yeah.
This is before Uber. So now you give them a free ride. You let them sleep over. You clean them up a little bit.
You
Get them
cannot sleep
adopted.
over. You cannot sleep over. I don't do sleepovers. Do you? When you have been a woman in the
with
world?
David, yeah, from time to time, because he sleeps across the bed from me.
He moved in last month, girl.
Yeah.
So
No, I like sleeping over. Before we moved in together, I liked like a 4 nights with him, 3 nights alone ratio. Like,
Got it.
There is nothing like a bed to yourself and like.
oh yeah, for
You know.
sure. Well, they also have all these like rich celebrities that talk about like these like ideal situations where they're together, but they have separate apartments, and I'm like, that kind of sounds fierce.
Well, David used to live 1.5 miles, 2 miles down the road, and so it was like 11 minutes in a car to see him, and it was like it didn't feel far away.
Yeah, it was close by.
And then we also have like we have a guest house and stuff. So like if one of us really wants to be alone, there's space to be alone, which is a
yeah.
luxury.
Yeah.
Like people in COVID with their boyfriend in a studio apartment, bless Tina Aguilera.
couldn't be me.
Could it be
Bless Tina
Bless
Aguilera.
Tina Aguilera? The way it would have been a double murder suicide.
Yeah, double
like,
homicide for sure.
I was here alone for a lot of COVID, and it was like COVID was horrible. However, some of the alone time I found very like artistically, like culturally, spiritually nice.
I disagree. The first 2 months of COVID were everything. That March and April.
Well, I don't think I'm allowed to say that, but I think maybe you
Oh
can say
no!
it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'll say it. Like, I mean, obviously not
Honey,
including the death and everything, but
Of course, that all sucked.
Yeah.
The manager's calling and saying your whole calendar for the year has been wiped.
I
I said, you
was-
better fuck
Girl,
me.
I was
Somebody
like,
better get down here
please
and fuck me.
get in this pussy.
It was so fucking fierce.
Oh, it was great.
Girl, me drinking a box of wine, playing The Sims 48 hours a day. Like, waking up at
loved
1
it.
p.m.,
The first 2 months were everything.
watching
I
the
lived.
sunrise every morning drunk. Like,
Yeah, it was great. I lived.
it was some of the, and it was some of the happiest times of my life. Like, that's horrible. It is horrible.
Yeah, it is, but it was great. I loved except for that first fucking digital drag show I did. That can go all the way to hell.
Mary, digital drag. We're gonna look back at digital drag like in Jurassic Park when they're unearthing
Y'all are
bones.
to blame too.
No, when they're unearthing bones in Jurassic Park, that's how we're gonna look back. We're gonna look back on like Pinche lip syncing in her living room on a webcam, on a MacBook webcam, and be like, "What?"
It was terrible,
Laganja
girl.
doing the splits in her backyard,
Girl.
while like Anne Pine watches. Like, digital drag was fucking crazy.
Well, at least y'all were in LA, so y'all had backyards and sunshine. I was in New York City. My entire apartment was this big. And I'm in my hallway in a 2x2 foot hallway.
girl.
Like it was horrible.
Though that's probably why you started wearing pussycat wigs, because you're like, where in this apartment would I put a triple stack Chris March wig?
Oh my God, Chris Marsh.
You know-
Rip.
yeah.
Rip.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What an inspiration. Those wigs were
Amazing.
unbelievable.
Yeah, he was on Project Runway. That's how he got like fame.
I remember seeing him on like a Feast of Fun episode where he showed how to triple stack wigs. It's literally where I learned to stack wigs was a Chris Mark video. Chris
I
March
always
video.
forget that you're so like you have so many drag disciplines. So you can sew, you can do obviously your makeup, and you do hair. Like you can do.
Yeah, I used to do all my own wigs.
gag.
Yeah.
Yeah, work. People, Trixie has
like
worked
that
hard for
part
what
of
she's
it.
got, y'all. She's so fierce.
As I sit here in a wig someone else made, and I'm pretty sure this is actually ASOS. Like,
Is it?
yeah, I think so.
Okay, no, I am the queen of casual drag, and no one needs to know that. Dress, you look great.
Well, it is for some outfits. A lot of these cheap fashion outfits, they
The
look great
arms.
on drag queens. Mm-hmm. But then on people, you'd be like, that looks so cheap.
Yeah.
But on drag queens, the cheap factor is sort of like, oh, that's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah,
Is
for
my
sure.
pussy just out? Has this been out the whole time? I should use a little brown pencil and little pink pencil and just paint on lips. If I'm gonna leave my fucking legs open.
Oh my God, that would kind of be everything though. Can I draw it on you for you?
Well, what about like Jimbo wearing the full like pussy suit, like Silence of the Lambs? Like Jimbo is Buffalo Bill.
Also,
at
I
this
wouldn't be
point.
much fun help. I literally couldn't tell you how to draw a vagina. I would.
So you hate women.
I would just I just don't think I would know what to do successfully, and everyone would have a bad time if I was with a vagina.
All that time with straight guys? Well, I guess straight guys don't know what fucking vaginas look like either.
Exactly, girl. They don't know what to. They don't know how to please a woman.
I think when straight guys go to eat pussy, they literally yank it open, shove a tongue up the urethra, and go like, "Does this feel good?"
Wait, there's a urethra there?
There's a lot going on there. It's a lot of ups and downs, drainage, plumbage, electricity. It's drywall.
I know there's something major and something minor. That's all I know.
All right. So dude, I hate to say,
Oh,
because the word underrated makes it seem like people don't get their flowers.
mm-hmm.
I think that you make probably some of the best music that's ever come out of drag queens.
Thank you, Trixelin.
Your music is fucking great.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was DJing a Christmas party for Netflix. And you
Yes,
were there.
I was.
And I think I played Beyonce.
You did.
And I knew, I think, every word.
You
and you were
did.
like, oh, I'm not even sure about these words. And I'm like, I fucking am, bitch. I play that song all the time.
Thank you.
Fans who know it immediately sing it. And
Yeah.
people who don't know it, I'm not kidding. The Shazam goes up in the air.
You know,
People
it's one of
love
my
that song.
top Shazam songs.
It's a sleigh.
Yeah, people love it. I really do enjoy music. And, you know, there's this world where I feel like one day all of us drag queens will make fierce music, especially you, like Barbara. And I feel like when do you think we'll ever get it? Like, I would even settle for a drag music category at the Grammys. Or or just put us in regular fucking categories.
I don't know if you feel like this, but if we're really being just us girls, I recently have been taking a break from music because I feel the glass ceiling so fiercely. I feel so like, I think I've just gotten to do everything I'm going to get to do because we're only ever taken seriously about 1 month a year.
Yeah.
And it's just like, kind of takes the wind out of your sails. You're like, I want to
It
make
really
music,
does.
but if I don't have this wig on, no one will pay attention. But
Yeah.
because I have this wig on, no one will take it seriously. So then what?
Then like, what is the end? I know that it feels, it's very annoying, and it's like why I often feel like, why am I even doing this? Why am I even putting all this time, effort, money, everyone's fucking patience
Money.
into this thing? Money.
We're independent artists. Do people realize how much a cheap music video is like $30,000?
Easily.
And that's when the directors are like, well, we're not going to have food on set.
Exactly.
And you won't have a ride and there's no air conditioning. And mind you, we're in an industry where we already do our own hair and makeup and shit. So it's like, music videos cost so much money.
And but if you don't budget, but then there's such a machine, right? Well, you have to do the music video so it gets more press. You can talk about this thing, and a music video will lead to this. It's like one thing does lead to another, but it's like, bitch, we're independent artists, so I have to self-fund all of this, right?
All of it.
There's no label behind me pumping all this money into this single, into this project, making it like whatever. You just have to.
Well, even if
So
there
nice.
was, I mean, I know artists who are signed and I know about their deals, and it's like that the record label can collect 80% of what they make, including touring
crazy.
and merch.
That touring and merch too.
So like the labels will be like, Monet, we want to sign you. We're going to give you a $3 million upfront bonus. And you're like, oh my God, that's more money than I could ever imagine.
Yeah.
$1 million even. And you go, oh my God, I could buy a house. Crazy. And then they go,
Y'all
but
heard
that's an
that shade?
advance.
Monet, a label could offer you $10. And bitch, that would be more money you ever fucking see a day in your life, bitch.
No. They'd be like, here's $2-3 million.
Yeah.
And then they're like, but it's an advance, which means it goes against 5 album sales.
Yeah.
So either you make us that much money, or at a certain point you owe us an extra album because you didn't make good on that amount. And in the meantime, we're going to pay for your record. We're going to pay for how much it costs, the art, the tour. We're going to pay your musicians. We're going to collect 80% of the profit.
Crazy. How is this legal?
Well, did you ever read Michelle's book, The Diva Rolls?
No.
She talks about being in seduction. And I mean, that was an era where for young pop girls, the music contract she was signed into was, and this is like open news, I'm not like spilling it. It was so predatory that she toured with seduction for 2 years. And I think in the book, she said maybe she made $1,000 a month. And she said by the end of seduction, I almost like borderline owed money.
That's crazy.
Because these deals were like, well, do you want to be a star or not? We're going
Right.
to take 90% of the money.
Yeah.
But you get to tour the world. Do you want to live your dreams? Or we can walk and sign those girls over there. And so it is like, fuck.
Yeah. That's so fucked, girl.
Yeah. How do you start making a song?
we'll go to the studio and we'll listen to like a bunch of tracks that the engineer has. I mean, that the producer has.
Like beats and riffs and shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, ooh, I like that one. And then so when I land on one, like Body, for instance, like we heard Body. And I was like, oh, I really like this. I really like this. And me and my writing partners, we're like literally, there's three of us. We each take a pass in the booth. We're just doing melodies. The track is playing and just doing melody. Like just doing different melodies that we hear. Then we hear all the melodies back and we choose which ones that we like that go together. And then write to that.
It's like real time, like making it in real time, stacking it. Like, what about this? What about this? What about this?
Yeah.
That's wild. That must be exhilarating.
It is. It's really fun. And that's the problem. I really fucking like making music. But it's like, so that's why I just come to peace. I'm like, I really like doing this thing and I want to put it out into the world. And my expectation is that no one will hear it. So that if
100%.
at least 1,000 people do, that's more than I anticipated. You know what I mean?
And my expectation is that I will be in the hole for this video.
Yeah. One every time.
Otherwise, you will sit home and go, "Well, is it going to make its money back?" And then you're like mad
and just mad about it. It's just like just whatever.
Have you and Bob ever done a track?
No, we never have.
Because you hate her.
Yeah, I fucking hate that bitch. No, we never have. I would though. You and we talked about doing something together a long time ago.
Yeah, we should. I mean, I love your music. It's so fucking great.
We should do something together. I forget, you were doing covers or something.
Yeah, I do a lot of covers. One of my dreams is to do, I told Bob, I was like, I want to do like Little Mama and Avril Lavigne, Girlfriend.
They have a song together?
Don't you remember the remix of Girlfriend with Little Mama?
Girlfriend by who? NSYNC?
Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne.
No.
Hey, you.
Oh.
And it's like Little Mama and Avril Lavigne. Remix.
I did not know this.
And I was like, oh, well, if I remix Hello, Hello, Bob, will you like rap over it? And we'll basically do Girlfriend.
Yeah.
We never got around to doing it because now she tours with Madonna.
Oh my God.
Do you feel bad that she left you in the dust for Madonna?
You know the real tea. Now I can spill the tea now that we are here.
We're here.
So we did our first Typical Rivalry tour in the fall of 22. And then we're going to do the second leg in the spring of 23. Bob gets a Madonna gig. So we cancel our tour because it was going to be during the Madonna rehearsals.
Right.
So the reason why that tour got canceled, y'all, all 20, 30, whatever it was because of because of Madonna.
Right.
So Madonna,
I knew that.
She ruined my life on Murray and Peter for that tour. And then she ruined my life with Bob.
She ruined your life with Murray and Peter?
Remember, well, that was
Madonna.
Yeah, when I left, I dipped out on Murray and Peter to go be, because they're like, Madonna really wants you to be in her music video. She wants you to make a cameo. I was like, Madonna's calling me. I have to show up. Bitch, I get there. Someone tagged me in it recently. They were like, if anyone's wondering, here's a 0.25 seconds Monet Exchange was on in Madonna's video. And it's literally a shot of me going like,
you better
next.
work, ho.
And we were on set for 20 hours.
I can't take it.
On set. I will never be in someone's music video. I have no desire to ever be in anyone's music video. Unless there's a treatment that is like.
Or like a BFF.
Yeah.
If
like,
Orbel or like even other drag queens, I'm like, girl, I can't get up and wait for you. I'm sorry.
Like, and again, this is because she's my fucking idol. I fucking love her. If SZA asked me to be in a video, like I would play any role in a SZA video.
You're like, girl, I'll do catering. I'm just happy to be fucking called.
You know?
I'll sweep up the confetti after, girl. I'm just happy to be
exactly,
here.
that I would do. But I have no interest. I'm not going to say the artist name. There's another artist who put out something last year and they asked me to come to, I was on a tour in Australia. They were like, well, he really wants you in the video. So can you like lead the tour and come and be in this video? I had to pay for my own flight.
Honey.
Pay for my own hotel. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, I'm not leaving my tour for this shit.
I don't think people realize how often we get asked to do shit for big, fancy, signed artists.
Hello?
Major television shows.
Yes.
We'll be like, well, it's a great opportunity. I said,
no.
For who, bitch?
For you, not for me.
who?
I'm not doing that shit.
For who? Use
No.
my Sky Miles that I used to fly my mother?
my hard-earned Sky Miles.
My Sky Miles?
Hell no. Bitch, I'm
I only have 187,000 of those.
Oh my God, let me say something. I am a fucking Sky Miles hoarder.
Mama.
I'm
I don't know what I'm saving up for, but it will be fierce. Honey, I'm saving up to buy a plane with my goddamn Sky Miles, bitch. Girl, me and Brandon at the Sky Club making take-home lunches.
Girl, same, girl, me too.
Girl,
100%.
They got plates the size this big at the Sky Lounge. And I said,
Why?
well, y'all don't fucking fucking know about me because I used to be a server. I got the arms loaded up with plates. You can't control me. I got a trash can lid. I'm putting fucking all the food on there, girl.
Because me and Patty, we fucking obviously love this guy club. It was our first, I don't know what reason we're flying out of Newark, never flew in and out of Newark. But baby, the renovation at the Newark airport, the Delta terminal is everything. And that Sky Miles has real bacon.
Wow.
Not the shitty Dunkin' Donuts bacon, the little fake bacon, real thick apple maplewood thick bacon. And when I tell you, I go in first and I go and get my breakfast, I'm like, I dropped my plate on the floor. I was like, Patty, they have real bacon here. And Patty runs from,
Patty's sprinting.
He sprinted from getting his breakfast somewhere else. He's like, oh my
4
God,
feet tall,
shut up.
sprinting.
Girl, so if you ever go to Newark, I don't know why you would, but the Delta there has real fucking bacon. It's so good.
You know, one of my dream gigs is to DJ at the Sky Club.
Which one?
LAX.
LAX.
Yeah, for Pride, Honey. Of
Oh,
course.
that's good.
I would
That's good.
live.
That's good.
Play like Short Dick Man while people are just trying to read the New York Times. Like, girl, yes. I fucking love the Sky Club. The macaroni and cheese.
It's good. Good. Well, I love when they have Taco Day at the LAX one. That one is very good.
Yes.
It's a
They
very
have
good
that
taco
whole
day.
taco bar. They now have that outdoor area too.
The outdoor area is so cute. You
Sky
can
Club
have a
is
nice little
cunt.
glass of Shibboleth or something down there. It's nice.
Chablis?
Yeah.
Lady Chablis.
Or it's a drink. She's named after a beverage.
Chablis?
Yeah, Chablis.
Chablis?
Chablis is a drink.
I feel like RuPaul, you know how she can, did you ever listen to What's the Tea?
Yeah, of course.
You know how she'd be like, what, say it again? Say it again. What is it? Now spell it. And the guy's like, my name is Steven.
Steven.
She'd be like, so, and how do you spell that? Okay, Steven. And who would play him? Okay, Steven. You know, I had an auntie named Steven. And you're like,
It goes to the whole thing about Steven. My favorite What's the Tea episode is when Bob is on there. And then Bob says something about kimchi. And everyone's like, kimchi. Tell me more. It's kimchi. What show is she on? I was like, she was on
That's
my
so cunty.
She was on my season. Kimchi. No, I don't know her. But go on, tell me.
love. That's so Wait, do you remember when RuPaul forgot Jinx's name?
Oh, girl, Seattle.
Seattle. Do you remember that scene? Did you see that fucking movie? Wait, where's the movie with the big monster in the basement with the titties? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I love the Barbarian.
Remember the Barbarian when she's putting her tit and she's like, boo, boo, boo,
Yeah.
boo. That's me suckling off that video of RuPaul going, yes, we're happy to be here with what's your name? And she goes, Jinx. And she says it like, the thing is, I've been Jinx in that moment. We've all been Jinx in that
all
moment.
have, girl.
So that level of like, are you kidding? This is happening right now.
What can I tell you? This was at the premiere of All Star 7. So when that moment happened, I pulled out my phone. I was like, oh my God, Patty, I won. I was like, he doesn't know her name. I was like, oh my God, I won.
It's so sickening. You know what though? I get it.
Bob and I do the
remembering
review
people's
podcast.
names.
I can't remember girls.
Pit stop. Sometimes I'm like, oh, season 7. I'm not kidding. It took me 2 weeks to learn everyone's names. When I
Girl.
was filming, we had Katya, Kasha, Sasha. I was like, all of y'all need to get more interesting or change your fucking names. Like, I could not remember anybody's fucking name.
Yeah. Doing the review podcast, I can't remember. And like RuPaul is, she's an older woman. It's bitch if I can't remember these bitches that on the same thing. Like, how the fuck does he know? He does have to deal with all of them across different fucking multiverses.
Yes.
You know, like give the man a break.
I know.
Like, whatever. Shit, I meant to order my Magnolia's cake while we started the podcast. So by the time we finish, it'll be delivered. I'm so fucking pissed off. I just
Do you
remembered.
get that banana pudding?
No, I like the confetti cake. Because here's the thing, the confetti cake, they use a vanilla essence in the batter. So the cake is softer for the vanilla in the confetti versus the regular vanilla slice.
David gets that banana pudding and loves it. They're like
banana.
wafers.
I don't like
you
banana.
don't like banana?
I don't like banana flavored shit. I don't like actual banana. I don't like banana flavored fucking Starburst. I don't like banana flavored runts. Banana flavored runts. I don't like banana flavored shit.
But just real bananas.
Yeah.
All right.
Or as we say in the Bronx, plátanos.
Plantanos? What did you say?
Plátanos.
Platanos.
Yeah.
That's a banana.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Love. You are of West Indian descent,
13.
Haitian?
No, I'm St. Lucian.
Oh, I think I saw you once. Didn't you go to a fundraiser?
Oh yes,
And it was for Haiti.
Yes, for Haiti.
And that is why
at
I
Tom
assumed.
Tom.
Yes,
and,
yes,
and
yes.
that guy, the really hot one.
Yes.
The owner or manager, whatever he is.
Yes.
So beautiful. Richardson.
Yes.
Y'all are friends.
Yeah.
Work. Richardson's
Small
cute.
world.
Yeah. Are y'all friends from back in Milwaukee or just here?
No, I know him from just through Vanderpump.
Work.
Yeah, I know him through Vanderpump. So where can the children see you? Are you going on tour?
Children's theater.
Yeah, when are you going to do children? When can the children see you?
What?
When can the children see you?
Oh, they can see me on my tour for Life Be Lifin'. It is all across America, starting April 30th, ending May 19th, and it's on my one-woman show. If you happen to be in town when I come to LA, I would love for you to see it.
I have to. Can I tell you? I
Getting really
can't
good
believe I didn't
reviews.
see the fucking Love Ball.
Oh my God, Love
I
Ball
was horny for
so
that shit.
fun. It was
Those
so fun.
pictures.
It was so fun.
I was like, this is fucking cunty.
It
And
was
I
a
didn't realize you
great
guys were going to
time.
go so hard. I saw a video of all those numbers. I was like, this is like a high production
Girl, it was like
show.
it was bitch. I did like 5 numbers in that show, bitch. At the end of those dates, I was exhausted. I said I need a week off.
Girl.
It was a fun show. It was a
I'm
lot
used
of
to
hard
the good
work.
old Trixie and Katya level effort. You know, we kind of show up sometimes and sit and talk and leave. You guys were like, I mean,
Girl, the touring podcast. Okay, for me and Bob's first tour, we're hiring the House of Juicy Couture. We're getting costume changes. We're doing all these things. We're gonna give.
no.
And again, when you're hiring all this stuff, y'all, when you hire all this stuff, you have to pay for all these things. And it makes the production cost of your tour really expensive. Now, and again, that was great too, but being able to show up and do the thing that we do twice a week that people want, which is us talking about a thing to a room full of people.
Yeah. I feel
way
like
better.
for the live pods, the highest priority is like, do I feel like I look great?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you do this, but I basically hide
Shower,
a
no.
document of things I'm going to talk to her about. I keep things that I'm going to bring up on stage because I want it to be organic. You know,
I
And
do that. I have a sibling where every note in my phone, and it's
Yeah.
I see something online. I'm like, ooh, put a note for that.
I love doing the live pods.
I love doing live pod. It's so fun, especially to see all the people who obviously listen every week and they're so invested in the pod and they know all the catchphrases that you guys say on it and that energy. I fucking love that energy. And I not to say that we lost that during the big crazy live show, but you know it's more of a production, right? This felt more real and just having a real moment with our fans who fucking love us in the podcast.
Yes, especially when it's organic. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so corny, but sometimes when we're out there, I just feel like I'll be like, girl, I feel like I was fucking flying out there.
Oh, for sure.
Like I feel like you're
Yeah.
just flying when you're
1000%.
just stacking jokes with each other and
Yes.
both laughing and the audience is laughing.
Yes.
And because it's not scripted, you're like, this doesn't happen again tomorrow in a new city.
Yes.
This is the one time in the moment this is happening.
It's euphoric.
It is.
It really is. I love it.
I
love
feel
it.
like I'm on Euphoria.
Oh my God. Which season 3 got halted permanently. I'm so upset. Are you a
I saw a
Euphoria-
Reductress article that was like, Euphoria halted until they ultimately decide not to continue it.
Probably, which is so sad. 'Cause I don't know if you watch. I love the show.
I've not seen it.
What?
I don't feel the need to watch teenagers have sex, but good for you.
When did you lose your virginity? When did you start fucking?
18.
I was 13.
I think that's a great place to end. I think that's
It was, the other person was also that age. It wasn't like an older person. We were both the same age.
oh, so it was just double kiddie porn. Okay, great. Don't worry, everyone fucking was a middle schooler. I can't take it anymore. I got to get out of here. You guys, go support one of the best fucking drag queens you'll ever see in your life. Monet Exchange. I nut for you, bitch.
I love for you, girl. I talk about you all the time. I love you so much.
I've tried to pull you on so many projects, but you're always gone.
I know. And I was so mad. When I saw the girls who did it, I was like, no.
We tried to get you for Netflix.
I know.
You're always my you're always my like who Katya's not there.
Yeah,
who
yeah,
else?
go ahead
I
and say
always
it.
say you.
Oh, okay.
I always say you.
Thank you. You had meatball. I was like, fucking meatball. Because I went to Iceland. That's why I was in Iceland.
Well, do you know what happened with the meatball thing?
What?
And I'll fucking say it because I'm not afraid of anybody.
Ooh, say it.
I'm
What?
not afraid of it. Meatball was not the one booked either.
Who was it? Tell us.
Girl, I don't want to say who it was.
Say it. Okay. Oh, well,
So,
girl.
She's booked because I love her. And
Yeah.
I will always show up for her. She's in my short list of like, if I get to pick who I work with, I want that fucking whore. Unfortunately, that fucking whore cancels sometimes.
Got it.
So it's 8 a.m., 7 a.m., and that person says, hey, I just can't do it today. They call Meatball at 8 a.m. and they go, Jennifer, the director goes, hi, this is Jennifer from Netflix. Can you come down and do I Like to Watch? And Meatball's waking up and is like, when? And they're like, now. Meatball wakes up, gets in drag, and is on set by 9:45.
No, I couldn't
She
do
got
that.
she got like a less than 2. She woke up, had to get in drag, and come immediately, and she did an amazing job.
To be fair, she's she doesn't shave anything.
She's mostly hair and lashes anyway.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
She did the show that I wanted you to be on, but I think you couldn't do it either. The new series I have coming out. She was one of the things on there. She was incredible.
She's amazing.
She was so fun, so funny.
But I don't like fucking last minute cancelers. I really don't. Do you know how many
drives me
people have
crazy.
ghosted me? Fucking faggots will be like, I want to come on your YouTube channel. And I go, great, when? And I book it with them. And then the day will come and they ghost.
I'll come on your YouTube channel. I would love to do makeup with you.
You are such a great makeup artist.
Thank you, but only on me. I cannot paint other people.
Have you ever tried to paint Bob?
I did back in the day in New York, and actually Bob came out fine, but I don't enjoy.
Do you remember when I painted Bob?
Girl, Magilla Gorilla? That shit was wild.
Girl! Listen, compared to her makeup at the time, she looked fucking great.
It's true.
Did you see what she did to me?
Yeah, God, that video is rotted.
I
That
look-
picture is rotted, girl.
And Bob, that's when I learned, wow, Bob's never realized other people overdraw their lips. He painted on a thin black lip with black eyebrows, bitch.
And at that point, he had like this many makeup brushes. At that point, girl.
Girl, I gotta get out of here. All right. Thank you, Monet. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, girl.
Bye.